Okay. Good evening. Welcome. Welcome to Fight CPS and Stop Taking Our Children. I'm your host, Bob Pace, and it's a warm welcome. I know you come from all parts of the world. This is an international live stream, meaning that if you have internet, you can get my live stream. Now, I'm on here twice a day to talk about the Child Protection System. That's what I call CPS. The Child Protection System is a government entity in every county and every state and is supposed to protect our children from neglect and abuse and also do family reunification. Now, I'm not an attorney or a lawyer, so I can't give out legal advice. I do educational advice. And it's from my experience of fighting CPS for 15 years and from talking to 2,800 people from around the world, from Indonesia, from Bangladesh, from India, up to Middle East, to Saudi Arabia, to Iraq, to Libya, then to the continent of Africa, talking to Liberia and Sudan, Republic of Congo, Rwanda, Mozambique, and the province of South Africa, all the provinces of South Africa. Then up to Europe, the United Kingdom, England, Scotland, Wales, and then Denmark and Sweden. Then across the pond to North America, Canada, its provinces, and then the United States and all 50 states have either texted or called in, including Washington, D.C., south of border of Mexico, and further south in South America, north of Brazil on the east coast has been Grenada. Then across the South Pacific to New Zealand and the land down under Australia and its states. So that's a lot of information I can share with you. One thing we all have in common, the 2,800 people, is we've encountered a rogue CPS entity where the government is so bad that they do not do family reunification. They take the children, whether they're in danger or not, and they make your life terrible experience as a parent trying to get your kids back. And I'm so sorry that you've encountered that. And so, what I do is I hope that you can um, get information on here that'll help you with your case. I've given lots of information. I have a large family. I have people like Leica from South Africa, and um, I've helped a lot of people. So I'm here to help you. So don't be afraid to not to call in or be a guest on my live stream or text me a message. I'm here to help you. I'm here to help you. Now, one of the things is if you want to text a message, please follow the format that I have presented on the screen. It's important that it gets your first name. Now, a lot of you have wonderful handles for first name, but I need something easy for me to pronounce. And we're here to talk about the child protection system. We're not here to talk about politics, and we want to respect one another. So be respectful in this room. Now, to text me a message, it can be either a question or it could be a comment about CPS. List your first name, your city or county, and your state. And if you're from outside the United States, put the country you're from so I can tell, I can know there. Also, this is your first time talking. Talk about your case so I can understand it. Talk about your case. It's very, very, very important that you talk about it. Um, so that's the text a message. Now, to be a guest on my live stream, all you have to do is email me at bobp@vincentwdavis.com. That's bobp@vincentwdavis.com. And you email me with your request one of the 14 live streams. One of the 14 live streams. And the live streams, are twice a day. I'm on at 10 o'clock Monday through Friday, a.m. in the morning. And on the weekend, I'm on at 8 a.m. And being at 8 a.m., um, you can reach me there. Also, I'm on every night of the week at 7 p.m. And the times are given to a Pacific Standard Time. Pacific Standard Time. And I really want to help you with your case. And so we'll have people coming and going. But to be a guest is nice because I take up 9 of you to be my guest. So I'd like you to be my guest, and we could all talk and help one another. This is an interactive live stream. Not only that you can text me a message or you can call in, you can also be a guest, but also you can do emojis. I love thumbs up, smiley faces, hearts. Those are nice emojis. You can send me stars. Please check below if you want to follow me and you will be notified when I'm on. Please check below. And with that being said, um, I turned it off, John. Okay, I see my son out the door. My wonderful son. He's now um, he's in college, and it's really been interesting how he's developed so much. Anyway, um, that to be a guest. Now I'm going to put my number up, which is another way of interacting with this live stream. Now my number is 626-698-0990. And you can reach me right now. I'm live, and I'd like to hear from you. It's okay. I can only take one call at a time, but you can talk to me for 50 minutes, the other person gets on, and so forth. Now, there's already 50 minutes left of the live stream, so there's plenty of time to call in. So the number will stay on. Now, the other number you see, 888-888-6582, that is the number of my attorney, Vincent W. Davis. If you want legal advice or legal help, he's the guy to talk to. He has been fighting CPS for 39 years, and he knows his area of juvenile law, family law, and dependency law. And it's really, really a hard area of law to deal with because so many people have bad experiences with CPS. Even lawyers are afraid to fight CPS, but he's not. In fact, he does civil lawsuits. When your case is over, he'll help sue if your violation of your constitutional rights or civil rights were violated. He will sue. He's won millions of dollars both in state court and federal court. He also is a foster care child himself. Growing up, he knows what the foster care system's like. It's not a pleasant experience. A lot of the children are abused while in foster care, which is a shame. CPS does not protect. You see, 50% of all CPS entities are bad. You don't know which ones, though. That's the hard part. That's the hard part. Now, right now, you may have a case, you don't even know what CPS is, but I'm here to help you through it. I'm here to help you through it. Now, so far, we've had very little activity tonight. A lot of people are doing a lot of things, I guess. And we just had rain in California, which we haven't had in a long time. Now, I'm broadcasting from the west coast of California, south of LA, at a city called Surf City, USA. And I'm 3 blocks from the ocean. And so um, my time zone is I'm 1 hour behind Mountain Time. Mountain Time is 1 hour ahead of me. And I have people like Betty Joe and Bartley. They're from Montana. And then we go to Texas, and Texas is 2 hours ahead of me. And Ohio is 3 hours ahead of me. That's on the East Coast. Then we got United Kingdom, they're 8 hours ahead of me. Europe is 9 hours. The continent of Africa is 9 hours. and we go to the Middle East, I think it's 10 hours. I still need to check on that. Hopefully, we have some people come in. We have regular people that come in all the time, and they may be different things going on, but I hope that they do come. I hope that they do come. Mm. Oh, great. We got some people in the room. Welcome, you people in the room. My phone number is up. Make my calls. I've already told you how to be a guest on my live stream. Please email me one of the 14 shows I'm on. And I've also told you how to text messages. I like to hear from you with your questions and whatnot about your CPS, whether you're lost or have any things in there. But anyway, um, again, I'm Bob Pace. I'm your host, and I'm here to help you. I'm not an attorney, I'm not a lawyer, but I'm here to help you from my experience of fighting with them for 15 years. Um, I have several people in the room, and if you have a question, please ask me. Or if you have a story to tell, please tell me. I love to hear from you. I love to hear from you. Um, well, I don't know why that was on there. I didn't mean to put that on there. I'm sorry. Hmm. Um, again, my number is right there, 626-698-0990. You can text me a message about a question you have or a story to tell. Um, I've developed 5 rules that it's very important that you follow. 1, you need to get a real attorney. 2, you need to do documentation. 3, you say no to social workers and police. Don't let them in your home, and don't give up your child. 4, research the internet. You'll find everything you need to know on the internet. It's rich, but it's very important you phrase the questions right and you phrase the words right. You can use Chat GPT, which is the new AI program that help you find a lot of answers to things. And so that's 4. And then number 5 is make copies of all your important documents and keep them in an envelope and keep them with you. You never know when you'll need your birth certificate, your driver's license, your marriage certificate, etc. That's all important there. Hmm. Mm. Now, I've been talking, and I don't like to spend the whole time talking the show, but I can. There's lots of things we can talk about. We can talk about the Indian Child Welfare um, of 1978, the Indian Child Welfare Act of 1978, which basically said that Indians can raise their own children on federal reservations. You see, everywhere the Indians live, they have federal reservations that only they can live on and monitor and so forth. Now, one thing I will talk about is whether or not you can use your court appointed attorney. Many of you are sucked in to listening to CPS and say, oh, if you don't have an attorney, we'll appoint you one. The downside of that, the attorney that appoints you doesn't work for you guys. They'll work for only the county. And that's the downside. They're not going to solve your case very fairly. So you're in an uphill battle, not only fighting a very crooked agency, but fighting an agency that is not very truthful about things. Um, Let me see here. Where is my notes here? I'm trying to look for my notes there. Oh, you can send me hearts and thumbs up and love and as emojis. I love to have them. Also, please review me so my ratings can be high, and check to see if you want to follow me. And if you want to know when I'm on, you can check the notification button. You can send me stars too. They're always fun to get stars. Oh, oh, oh. Now, as most of you know, that when you first get encountered CPS, the first thing you need to do is not talk to them. You don't want to offer anything you say because it'll be used against you. They are corrupt. And I say 50% are. Studies have shown that there's two types of people that report child abuse. They're the professionals, the ones that are trained and educated and supposedly know what they're doing. And those trained professionals only get it right 50% of the time. Then there's the lay people who use unscrupulous measures such as taking a child or something like that in the household. And I know many of you are experiencing this, not only with children, but also what's called elder abuse. You see, anybody that wants to take care of children that are still in the custody, don't have parents, so forth, those children um, are in a sorry sight because you, as parents, really care about your child and you want to get them back and do that. And that is a good sign. That's a good sign because parents are the best people to raise our children. Parents, the biological parents are the best, are the best. I really hope we get somebody to ask a question, either text it in or call it in. That'd be great. That'd be great. Um, it's a horrendous thing when a knock comes knocking at your door. My rule number three is pretty straightforward. You don't open the door to strangers. You're taught that in your preschool days or in your kindergarten days. So you don't open the door to strangers. If you want family members to come in, they arrange to have a preset signal, like a series of rings on the doorbell or a series of knocks or whatever the case may be. So that tells you that family members are trying to get inside. Hmm. Because your home is your castle, and if your door is secured, you don't want them in. You do not want them in, and so you don't have to talk to them either. Be polite, be communicative with them, but say very little. It's yes, no answers. So if they do come and knock, and just be quiet. If they hear screaming or yelling, they're going to bust the door in. Also, instruct family members not to open the door. You don't want them coming in. Wow. Not very often. I don't have anybody in here that wants to talk. I have some people in here, but they're not communicating. This live stream is only good if you want to, become a part of it. It's good when you make into it. And I'd love to help you with your case. Um, anyway, you can interact in this live stream. It helps me if you ask a question or you have a story to tell or you send me emoji. Some type of interaction would be nice. Now, as I was saying, that the most important thing is that you don't let them in your home because they're strangers, and so many of you do let them in. And you have family members that do the same. Tell your family members yourself work out a special ring, like a series of rapid rings or doorbell go on and off, anything like that. So they recognize who's there at the home. If they don't recognize it, then don't answer the door. You don't want to answer the door. It's really dangerous there. Hmm. Okay, we have nobody asking questions. Boy, this has never really happened before. Always someone has some questions for me. I love the answer. I don't want to have to repeat my rules or talk about my story. It's so boring. But I do care. I do want to help you. So ask away. It's your chance. You got a whole hour. Well, we don't have much hour left. We have about 20 minutes left. 20 minutes left. At 8 o'clock, I do have to end my live stream. So I would like to hear from you very, very much. Good evening, and welcome to my live stream. This is Bob Pace, and who do I have the pleasure of talking to?
Amy Perez.
Can you say that slowly? What's your name?
Amy Perez.
Oh, Amy Bittis. And what part of the world are you from?
I am from here, San Francisco, Contra Costa County.
Okay, you're in California. Well, welcome. And
Yes.
um, do you have a question to ask me or a story to tell?
Yes. Actually, I had a case going with my 2-year-old, and it was going on for 3 months, but they just got the custody of my 1 month old. And because I had him in custody and I had a restraining order against my ex partner, and they're saying that my mom went to talk with the social workers that I was supposedly seeing him, and then from that they made this false report, and I called into your office on Tuesday trying to set an appointment with you guys, and I'm just trying to see if you guys work around this area, and just to make sure and be ready for my consultation on Friday.
Right, right. We will work anywhere in the country. That's not an issue there. We can give you legal advice. The number on my screen, 888-888-6582, is the law offices of my attorney, Vincent W. Davis. And he has special rates. For instance, if you want to have a private text from Mr. Davis at $10, you want to have a private call from Vincent Davis at $15. And if you want to be on his 30-minute show with Attorney Vincent, it's $25. All you do is send via your Cash App, Apple Pay, or Zella to 310-308-7758. It's going to cross my screen right now at the bottom of my screen. I don't know if you see that or not, but that's one way. Did you want to retain Mr. Davis, or what did you want to do?
And I want to hire him. I would
Right, retain
really,
him.
really like to hire
Yeah,
him.
right. Retain him. When you call in, you're going to reach the reception. Make sure you tell them that Bob Pace sent you. And when you talk to Mr. Davis, um, tell him that Bob Pace sent you. Now, he can be retained for your case um, after you talk to him. Like in LA County down south here in Los Angeles County, he has a retainer of approximately $5,000 and $500 an hour attorney fees. But the retainers will be different. He's a little bit more money going up north because he has to have transportation up there. He'll have air transportation, land transportation, and also he has hotel accommodations and food. But he does have a
I
license that allows him to fight in the states, so he doesn't have to get a license. Like other states, he usually has to pay for a license because he doesn't have all the states because no one does. It's too expensive to do so. But he's the real deal, and he'll
understand.
fight your case. Now, you tell me, how many children do you have? How many children do you have total?
I only have two,
Okay, so
but they're both cesarean.
you had one that was how old?
2 years old.
Okay, and then you have a new one. Now, were you
Yes.
aware that you're not supposed to have children when you're have a custody case going on? Did you get told that?
I was already pregnant, and
Oh,
at
when
the
they started
moment
getting
that I
involved.
called,
Okay, all right. Okay, if you're
yes,
pregnant, I thought maybe you had a case open up, your child was taken from you, and then you and your partner decided to have another baby. Okay, now
no,
is there two different daddies for two different children or the same daddy?
the same.
Okay. They're going to try to have the daddy involved. They always try to have both parents involved. Now, has the daddy signed off to it? He doesn't want anything part of the children? Does he want to share joint custody or what does he want to do?
Nothing at all. His been remain neutral.
He's a what? I'm sorry.
He's neutral. He hasn't
Oh,
showed up in court or anything.
he doesn't want to help with child support?
I don't know anything of that, but he hasn't shown up to court
Okay,
after the child was taken
right,
away. We haven't came into contact.
right. Now, were you guys having domestic violence? Is that why the child was taken away from you?
I called the police. He was taken um into jail, and then I filed for child custody. I dropped the charges. I called CPS, and then I didn't close the case with CPS.
Yeah, that's one of the bad things is I tell people never call CPS because they're just bad news. They're going to try to use that and take your kids away because they get $20,000 a day, I mean a month per child to have them in custody. So and their special needs kids is another $10,000. So their
That's
goal,
why they're trying to put my son
yeah,
as special needs.
that's what they're trying to do because it's an extra $10,000 for special needs. So instead of being 20, it'll be 30,000. So one child is 20, the other child's 30, that's $50,000 every month. That's what they want. And also they need to work on what's called the adoption of foster care because they get another $35,000 from the federal government if the CPS gets them adopted into foster care. And so there's that incentive law that was passed in 97 by Bill Clinton that does nothing for parents. It's wrong. What they're doing is terribly wrong. And if the father's out of the picture, then you can get sole custody of the children. But if there's neglect or abuse against you, you got to fight it. So, do they charge you with neglect or abuse?
They just have charged me of neglect. Basically,
Right. And what was the neglect
for
about? What was the neglect about?
right now, I was just about to win the case with my 2-year-old, and
No, what was the
my 1 month
neglect?
old was
What
taken
was
away before the
I know
court.
that, but what was the neglect? Is there something like do you not feed the child? Do you not supervise the child? Why what is the neglect?
They're saying that I placed them under danger with when we go into my ex-husband's home,
Okay,
and
yeah,
that I
you weren't
couldn't provide a
providing
food,
protection,
shelter,
right?
house.
Right, you weren't providing them protection, so that's why they charge you with neglect. And did you do a restraining order against your husband?
Yes, I did a restraining order. My lawyer was
Good.
waiting to put one for my 1 month old, but right now we're going to court. We're gonna put that restraining order in place. But they
Why do you
asked me
want to
why
stop
hadn't
the
I done it.
restraining order? Why do you want to stop the restraining order?
They wanted the children to have a restraining order so they can
No, no,
confirm
no. You
that
said that the
I'm with
husband
them
has a
still.
restraining order. Why do they want to take away the husband's restraining order?
No, they want that restraining order in place. They want to have that case
Oh,
plan.
and you have not done a restraining order against your husband yet?
I have one
Oh, okay. Then you
against
need
them
to
with
keep that
me
in
and my two
place,
year old child.
right? That way, it shows that you are protecting the children. You're not neglecting the children. You have for safety risk. That's why you need him out of the
Mm-hmm.
picture. Oh, okay.
But
Now,
because I didn't put the 1 month on time, that's why they told me why hadn't I done it, and they took him away.
right now, um, are they having what's called a reunification plan with your children? Like,
Yes, the
okay,
court, the lawyers wanted to take my custody, but the judge said to give me another chance to prove myself in another 3 months,
okay,
and they want to co-join the two children together. They're in the same foster care, so they are wanting the courts to be together. Right now, the 1 month old has to catch up with the 2 year old, and from then on, they're trying to see how will I follow the case plan, how will I do everything, and the judge told them to just be my support to help me out and help me. They have to like try to work it out with me.
right, right,
But what I haven't been doing is taking my attorney. She was a family law attorney. She had no knowledge, no awareness of what was even going on, and agrees to this. And right now, she said this is too much. It's too hard to reply. They came with a lie. She felt that it was just going nowhere because they wanted to give me my child, my son, my 2 year old, but they came and took him away on Wednesday, and
Right, right. Yeah, you definitely have to have an attorney, but you got to make sure that attorney is schooled in juvenile law, family law, and dependency law. Now, is that a court-appointed attorney or attorney you hired?
It was my first attorney when I was fighting for child custody, and I told her that I will hire her for this court, and she agreed.
Okay, so it's a higher attorney, so she needs to work for you.
Yeah, it was a private attorney, yes,
Right, good. I'm glad that you have it. I'm glad that you have it.
but she didn't have enough knowledge what
Well, the
going on. She
problem is
didn't
with
believe in that I
CPS,
had.
she
She didn't
has,
know that I had rights for medical records. She had a lot to learn, and it
right,
made things more complicated.
it does. It does. Hopefully, her fee is not too high because she's missing a lot of things. Um, you know, um, but it's better than having a court appointed attorney. A court appointed attorney won't fight for you, and you'll lose your child with a court appointed attorney.
Yes, I don't want a court appointed attorney.
Yeah.
I'm looking everywhere for um, a codependency lawyer, someone that can appeal this court that just happened on
You don't
Monday.
want a
And then
codependency. You want of juvenile law, family law, dependency law, not codependency.
I don't know how I'm learning it slowly.
Oh, it's okay. It's
Yes,
okay.
I'm back.
I'm not trying to be hard on you. I'm not trying to be hard on you.
Oh, no, okay, thank you.
I'm just trying to tell you that's the expertise that you want. Somebody that knows about juvenile law, family law, and dependency law. Criminal law will not work for you. Eviction law won't work for you. Divorce law will not work for you. And are you legally married to that guy?
No.
Okay, so that solves that one problem there. But you do have a child you had together, so you have to do a custody. It is a custody battle. It is.
Is it just you should show up to a court?
Well, he's going to show up to court if he wants that child. If he doesn't want the child, then that's be better for you. But you're going to have to determine who has the custody of the child. Like, do you want a 50-50 where the child visits the father 50% of the
No,
time?
because when we left each other back in June when the child was removed, he said fight for full custody of the child. He
Okay.
already had given me custody, but with this, he right now he thinks that I have full custody of the 2-year-old, and I asked if I do, and they say because by blood, I don't. So that's why they ask for him to be present. That's why they always mention him in the court.
Well, they
And they
have
always
to
mention that
because
they're
he
looking
is
for him.
biological. Unless his rights are terminated, he always will have rights in court.
We understood.
So I know that that is kind of hard. I know that is kind of hard there. Um, okay. Um, oh dear, it's 8 o'clock. I when you called in, I was hoping you call in sooner, but that's okay because I'll be on again tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock on tomorrow morning. That's Wednesday morning at 10 o'clock.
Sounds good. I'll build up my questions and I will ask them right now.
Yes,
Thank you so
yes,
much.
right. No, I am. And again, you're on California time. So 10 a.m. up in San Francisco will be the same as 10 a.m. down here in Los Angeles. So it's the same time there. But I do glad
It's
you
8
called in
o'clock over
there.
here.
And I can give you a plan of attack, a step by step plan of
Yeah.
attack of how you're going to get your two children. And so I want to thank you for calling in. I got to put my other phone number up about Doge. Doge is the Department of Government Efficiency, and it's done at the federal level when you still can't get resolved at the county level or the state level. And I tell people that try to get resolved at the county level with either the supervisor or the manager or the director. If that doesn't work, go to the state and talk to the civil rights coordinator or the ombudsperson and try to get resolved. And if that doesn't work out, then you have to go to the federal government. And right now, Doge, the government efficiency, is investigating the child protection system as well as social services. They have a website that tells exactly what they're doing and even offer you a job there. Also, they have two phone numbers you can call. They're working numbers. I've tried them. Area code 202 is the White House. And then they have an email where you can send your records. And let's say you're not satisfied at the county level or the state level, at least you have a way of going to the federal government there. So that will
But
stay.
you can confirm me that your lawyers are gonna be able to help me. Yes.
Well, here's my problem is it's going to depend on your budget. My lawyer, when you call him, if you want to talk to him, he only charge you $15 to talk to him. Okay. And what you do is you call into 888 speak to reception, and tell them that I sent you to her. And then when you talk to Miss Davis, says that, well, Bob Pace sent me to you. How can you help me? My case is up in San Francisco. It's been going on for 1 year or 2 year. So he'll give you a fee on the complexity and the length your case has been going on. But he's the real deal. I know he has people working up in the Santa Barbara area. He has himself up there in Northern California and Central California, and he does himself out of state too. He'll go out of state, so he's willing
Yes,
to
and
take
he's
on.
present for every. He's willing to be present for every meeting with the social workers and MFT
Right.
meeting.
Well, he would be able to do that, but you have to have a retainer that would cover him. As I say, his approximately fee is $500 an hour, and down here in LA County, he'd be only $5,000 retainer, but he might be a couple more thousand up there in San Francisco. And so
Yes, and that's monthly, right? I can pay him monthly.
yes, you can. You can, but he usually wants to start off with the retainer. You pay him the retainer, then the money's in there. He can start work on your case. If you want to pay him $500 an hour, that's going to take forever, and the case will go slow. That's why attorneys always want a retainer. There's enough money there for doing the work, and they'll come up with what it is, depending on the complexity
Yes,
of your case. They'll say, okay, I think you have about 40 hours there, so 5 times 40 hours is see here, 5 times um what I'm trying to say here, 40 hours
so
times
90.
is that's why it's easy for him to tell you, because I get confused in the math. But he will tell you how much the retainer is. Once you pay the retainer, then he has money in the bank. He can start working on your case. When the retainer gets low, he'll ask for more money to put into the retainer.
Yes,
So he will be able to get
that's
you
like the
cases.
deposit.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. He'll work very well with the cards. So to say he'll talk to you for $15 to talk to you. And if you want to just text him, he is $15.
Is it okay? I can ask you how much is the deposit minimum, or like, or how
Well, I'm
much we
not
start
going to
out with?
know what the deposit is because I don't know how complex your case is or how long it's been going on. That's for him to determine. All I know is for LA County down here in Los Angeles, he's $5,000 deposit. But if you're in Georgia, he's $125,000 deposit. In Wisconsin, it's 125. He's different prices in different parts of the country. So I don't know how
Yeah.
much it would it
I
would
think
it would
before
be.
he was around 9,000. You're right.
Right, right, right. Which is a fair price because attorneys can charge, say, 200 to $1,000, and retainers can be very expensive. Retainers can be very expensive,
Yeah.
but he will help you.
Yes,
And again, your name is, so I remember it. Your name,
Amy.
what is it?
Amy.
Amy. All right, Amy. Wow, I should remember that number. Okay. All right, Amy. I want to thank you for calling in tonight. We really didn't have very many people tonight. I could not believe it was the first time in a long time. I only had you as my only call tonight, but that's okay. As I say, I've talked to over 2,800 people, so, and I have my regulars, but they must be off tonight. So, Amy, thank you for calling
Okay.
in from the San Francisco area of California. And again, all you people, please do not stop fighting for your children. You need to keep fighting for them. And there will be a short video at the end of my phone conversation about Vincent Davis. Please look at it. So, with that being said, This is Bob Pace and Amy signing off for tonight's live stream.
A vivid picture is encrypted in your mind as the critics get in line like they're witnessing a crime. But then you notice there's a shiver in your spine from the feelings of discontentment and bitterness combined. Heartbroken when you listen to the judges, another kid's innocence corrupted, and if you go against then it's destructive. Consider this predicament the toughest, but we believe in a system fit for justice. Child Protective Services only pretends to save it. The one solution for this is worthy of instant praises. 30 years of experience with relentless cases. Allow me to introduce them. This is Vincent Davis, defending you when they don't think a mother fits the role. Is it juvenile dependency or government control? Observe the pain in their eyes. It's time for us to realize we are the
last ones left. Put your faith in